Alrighty, guys, we're jumping into round 6 of 9, and right now we have Aaron Tarbell against. Sorry if I butcher this. Kale Chalfix. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, but on Kale's side, we see he's playing the Xerneas. He plays Xerneas Break as well. Ho-Oh EX, which we've seen sort of the Rainbow Road deck. We've been seeing around, I wouldn't say a lot, but quite a bit actually. It's something that people were expecting in this tournament with Expanded. It's been doing pretty well. Obviously, Kale is 401 right now, so the worst he's done is a tie. Same with Aaron playing his Trevenant Break, plays Wobbuffet and Mewtwo in it as well. Both of them do play Drachi EXs. And even Kale plays a Jolteon EX in his as well. Just to get that lightning attacker. And you can play so many different things just because of it's really interesting. But first turn, it looks like Kale went first, and we see him attach DCE and a Fighting Fury Belt. And he also played a Battle Compass, which is interesting. What he got rid of is, I think sort of looks like Keldeo. I don't think so. It looks too dark, but a Pokemon, a Dark Energy, and a Lightning. Sort of interesting, not getting rid of something like a Fairy, hoping he can use Ho-Oh's ability and get it back and be able to attack in the next turn. Aaron is definitely looking for his Wally, trying to get that out turn 1, or even just the energy to Ascension to evolve. Either option works. You're still locking turn 1, which it's really good in this format, especially Vileplume's doing well. It has a good setup, but you don't hit it sometimes. The thing with this is he either needs an energy or the Wally for turn 1, and especially an energy is just not that hard to hit. Ooh, we see Aaron pull out a enhanced hammer on Kale, which is definitely not what he's gonna want to see this turn. It's turn 1. It could. Okay, it seems like he tried to use Ho-Oh's ability. Got Tails. Looking very good for Kale. Obviously, Trainer Lock, especially with something like this, is just not very good. You're losing so many things. Your Battle Compressors, Trainer Mail, Ultra Ball. You're just not going to be able to play him. On the other hand, Aaron's going to be able to play all the trainers he wants. He's probably going to grab another Phantom with this. Obviously, searching through his deck, probably didn't get a good enough search through first time. Just making sure certain things are there. Definitely going to be wanting to try to maybe get out the break this turn. Not necessarily needed, but he definitely wants that Dimension Valley out. So he's going to start being able to do damage. Looks like he does grab the Phantom. Puts it in his hand. Done with searches. But it's a pretty good situation or stance Aaron is in right now. Plays that Phantom on the bench, and he just passes. He has nothing else to do. Maybe he has an N in hand. I'm not really sure, but he can't. He doesn't want to play it, risking the fact that Kale might get something out of it. He's going to try to Rebirth. Getting Head's going to be able to get those 2 energies attached to it. So it was a Ho. I was right. It's just the shiny version of it, so it looks darker, especially on the screen. Alrighty. Aaron's sort of contemplating what he can do at this point. He's in a pretty good position. Kale does have a almost powered up Ho on the bench. He's going to pass. You do see a DCE getting pulled out from Kale. If he can grab another basic energy, you can attach it to that. And attach the DCE the next turn to the Xerneas. Start doing some damage. And we see actually the AZ. So bring that back to his hand. Yep, dropping it right back down on the bench and attaching that DCE to the Ho. Going to be able to hit for a bit of damage this turn. But nothing to write home about. Just 60, so 20 plus 20 for each different type of basic energy attached. He's going to be able to two-shot it at least, unless he gets that breakout, of course. And I see a Team Flare Grunt. Definitely going to want him getting rid of one of the basic energies. Gets rid of the lightning energy. Probably, definitely not a bad move. And it looks like he just passes. And it doesn't look like Kale can do anything with that hand. He's just going to have to pass right away as well. Discarding the Bursting Balloon. And we see the Dimension Valley and N. He was waiting for something he was able to play down from that hand before ending. Obviously, Kale didn't have anything to play in his hand. It was a draw pass for several turns. But definitely, at this point, it sort of seems like it's in Aaron's favor. But at the same time, no prizes have been taken. There's no substantial gain on one side of the board other than Aaron's trainer lock. On the other hand, this Ho might be able to take out this Trevenant in the next turn. Just depends on if he's able to draw into the correct energy. Definitely see a break in his hand. He's going to be able to... So he's not going to get knocked out in the next turn. And now he has another Trevenant on bench. Attaches energy, and he would be able to swing for 60 and then put 20 on the bench if he'd so like. But, yep, he's going to go ahead and do that. Tree Slam, I believe. And it looks like a Skyfield being played out from Kale. Definitely want to get rid of that Dimension Valley. Try to slow him down a little bit. And we do see the energy. Of course, the energy will definitely help. But there's some ups and downs. He's not going to be able to take the prize this turn. If Aaron is able to get some... Play another Team Flare Grunt. It's just going to go away again. And if he's able to get a Bursting Balloon on it and then attack it, he's forced to knock himself out if he wants to attack that turn. See an Ultra Ball. I believe he grabbed a Shaman. Drops a Dimension Valley. Really solid hand from Aaron for sure. Plays on the little ball. I'll be going in for Phantom, or even he didn't do it, but he could have gone in for his Drach EX as well. Grabbing that and then there's the Burst Balloon, getting the getting a supporter. Alrighty. And it looks like he go ahead and uses Tree Slam, putting 20 on both of the bench Pokemon and 60. So at this point, Kale has a decision. He can either retreat it into something else, possibly Shaman Sky Return, which is probably the best play at this point. Definitely, I'd say that's the best play at this point. Or he could take the knock. He's gonna... No, okay. So he's not gonna Sky Return. Of course, what would he put it into? He'd probably go into the Xerneas. And then he'd be able to sort of like pick off at the Ho on the bench. So maybe it was best just to get that break out of the way. Yeah, with the Trevenant only having 160 HP, he wouldn't have been able to even take the knockout with the Shaman. So yeah, it's definitely just not looking good for Kale at this point. Aaron is already 2 prize guards up. With like the trainer lock, it's really difficult for Kale. There's so many things that just get shut off and will not have in this matchup that are so crucial, so devastatingly crucial. And we see him replacing that Skyfield with another Dimensionality. Going to be able to do a 30-30 since he didn't get the other energy. He's going to be able to take the knockout on the Shaman next turn if he gets another energy. But there's another Skyfield. It looks like... Yeah, they both play 4 of their stadiums. Yeah, they both play 4 of each of their stadiums. So, the Stadium War sort of goes on. I believe it is in Kale's favor at the moment, though. We see a Sky Return, and Xerneas Break comes out. See a Super Rod, possibly going in for the Break, the Phantom, maybe some basic energy cards at this point. Yeah, it looks like Energy, Phantom, Trev as well. That's some good sportsmanship. It looks like Sycamore for 6. And got that high 5 in there, which is always really good. And it looks like we just have a another spread from the Trevenant. Sort of debating attaching an energy to it. He's got the 3 energy. Definitely want to Rebirth and Tails. I believe no, maybe he doesn't have another one. So he's going to attach the Double Colorless energy to the Xerneas. Play down Shaman, drawing 1, I believe. Nothing is going to help him because of Trainer Lock. Always really helpful. Probably the best idea is to just do the 30. Yeah, I might as well do the 30 now and not risk having to do it later. Looks like Rebirth. Tails again. It is really just not his game. And yeah, Aaron's going to go ahead and take the knockout on the Xerneas break, leaving 30-30 on those two. Going to put up this Shaman. Probably has a DCE in hand. Going to be able to Sky Return. No DCE in hand. Rebirth? Yep, there it is. So we got a Rebirth going. And he's probably just going to have to pass this turn. I definitely say take the prize on the Shaman. Put 20 on that Xerneas on the bench, and then just spread. Alright, and I believe, yeah. Alrighty. So, go ahead and attach that special Psychic to the Mewtwo. Possibly just gonna, he's gonna take the knockout on the Shaman, leave the 20 on the Xerneas. It really just leaves Gale in a really bad position. There's really not much you can do in that situation. He's not even going to be knocking out this Trev this turn, which is definitely unfortunate. Definitely contemplating. Honestly, at this point, I would just, I would leave. I'd scoop the match. There's not much you can do. You're just wasting time at this point. But he's gonna hoop a Scoundrel Ring for. I'm not really sure. So you see a Jirachi possibly going in for a Lysander. Try to stall. I'm not sure how many cards are in Aaron's deck. It doesn't really look like there are that many. Maybe 12. 12 to 7. It's a really wide range. Looks like actually, oh, very interesting. So he's going to actually, for a Ninja Boy, I really like that play. Although I don't think it matters. He's got the Dimension Valley out. That play much earlier in the game would have been a lot better. So he's going to take a prize. And then Aaron is going to come in and just do the 30 spread and take the prize on that Xerneas. So, game 1 goes to Aaron. It was a pretty good set. Pretty good match, my bad. So far. Obviously, if Aaron is able to get that turn 1 out, it's waged pretty heavily in his favor. There's just not much Kale can do. Yeah, definitely a really it's a pretty solid matchup for Aaron. If Kale can't get a good solid setup in first turn, it's sort of a downhill battle. It's not good for him. Now thinking about it though, Kale, I think it was obvious. I think it was very obvious he should have scooped a lot earlier in that game. But he knows this is not a good matchup, so if he can pull off one game for himself, then he might be able to bring it to a tie. Because it's not a good matchup, and the likelihood of winning 2 games is pretty low. It looks like he pulls out a trainer's mail and grabs a Ultra Ball. Gonna be able to search his deck, possibly for that Hoopa. Hoopa getting out a ton of EXs. Still searching his deck. I'd assume he's going to get the Scoundrel Ring. I actually see the draw in his hand, so... Alrighty, he definitely, he grabs the Scoundrel Ring. 2 Ho-Ohs. He's probably going to fish out oh man. He's definitely going to be fishing out a Sycamore from that, or he had one in his hand already, just discarded everything. So, trainer mail. I see a few different things he could be going for. There's a Fighting Fury belt. There's a Colress. It's good to go ahead and grab the Colress. May not have a supporter in his hand currently, so he wants to make sure he does for the next turn. And he's going to grab that Jolteon out. Or he has the Jolteon. Talking about the Jolteon, my bad. Talking about the Jolteon. I don't know if I would have put that down in this matchup. It doesn't really help that much. But whatever. But it does look like he has a Shaman. Plays down a Shaman, draws until he has 6. I see a Floatstone. Goes in and plays the Computer Search. Definitely want to get rid of all of those basic energies, so you're able to put them back on with Rebirth. We see him, he discards Lightning and Propagation Execute. And he's probably going to try to go for a Rebirth, or going for a Rebirth. And first one, we got heads, which didn't happen in the last game. He got tails several times before rolling a heads. And then he's just gonna pass. Definitely I would have liked to see an energy switch, but you know, that's just me. And then we see a shaman. The enhanced hammer, so good. In this, if he only needs is the energy for ascension. Alrighty, let's see if Aaron gets that basic. It looks like he got that basic, special psychic energy. So he's just gonna use Ascension. Get that, try it out. Sort of just shut down Kale. The only way that Kale can really attack is with the Ho-Oh, or if he's able to like Ninja Boy out of it, like we saw in that last game. He was able to Ninja Boy into the Yveltal. Of course, it was sort of too late. He was doing it just sort of for fun, but he still pulled it off. And now it's Kale's turn. Use Ascension. Got that Trevenant out. Plays down Skyfield. Plays down the Keldeo. Shaman EX. Draws, I believe, two cards. I see a Sycamore. He's just going to trash his entire hand. Definitely. All those trainers, just gone. See the rainbow go down on the Xerneas. And, you know, at this point, Kale's not in a horrible situation. He's got a lot of Pokemon out. There's the D-Valley, though. He's got a lot of Pokemon out. But, oh, interesting. He gets rid of the Hoopa, not the Shaman, which sort of makes sense if he's going to be able to Sky Return later on in the game. But Kale has a lot of Pokemon on his bench, a lot of different types, which is important with the Xerneas EX. Alrighty, so we're drawing 6 cards for N. We see an Ultra Ball. There's the Bursting Balloon, definitely a crucial card in this. He's definitely want to get out another Phantom, but is he going to opt for... Yep, he goes for the Shaman. So he's going to grab the Shaman, and then he's going to want to get... He's going to want to get another Phantom out, and a break if possible. So let's see if he draws either of those. No, it doesn't look like it. Definitely not a very good position for Aaron at this point. But then again, if Kale doesn't have that DCE in hand, which he's already used one of them, he's not going to be able to attack anyway. And he's going to go ahead and do 60, 20, 20, 20 to the Yveltal, and 20 to the Ho-Oh. Draws card, and I do see the DCE. Or... possibly, yeah. And then he's actually going to take the knockout on the Shaman, but because he used the Lysander, now he's going to be able to play all of the trainers in his hand however he likes. I see the VS Seeker, possibly going in for his support for next turn, definitely. But deciding is sort of difficult, so it seems like he has Lysander and Sycamore in his discard pile. And it seems like he just attaches a psychic energy to the shaman, and then he call resists. He's going to be able to draw 6 cards, which is it's solid. No problem with that. And then it seems like he's just going to do the spread damage. He got the Phantom Pouch, who's going to have a safe turn next turn. Going to take the knockout on the Xerneas. And 20 onto the Ho-Oh and 20 onto the Keldeo. Promotes the Jolteon. Plays down the Xerneas. Now he's going to need energy switches and DCE and a Lysander to be able to attack with it this turn. Alrighty, guys, I just got joined with another person. I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, my name's Carter. Probably remember me from round 2. I was playing on stream. I was playing the Landorus Vileplume. I think that's what I'm playing today.
Yep,
So what do we have here? Aaron Tarbell versus Kale.
Yep.
Was it Rainbow Road versus Trap?
Yep. So Aaron won the first game sort of by a landslide. But in this round, Kale is sort of bringing it back. He's dealing with the trainer lock pretty well.
But he just Lysandered around the
exactly.
Trevenant, is that correct?
Yeah, he did.
So he
was able to play a few trainers. It looked like no. It seems like he just touched the Fighting Fury belt. That's all. And oh man, there it is. So okay, Aaron just played Delinquent, which is a card we've been seeing a lot more of in this tournament.
Yeah, I think it's a super good card.
Yeah.
Hey Xander, how are you? Kind of sad you're not here. Hey Austin. No, Carter Musgrove. I was on here round 2 as Ahmad Akhras. Yeah.
You can put your name as Carter instead.
Yeah, I know, but because I'm going through a name change. Chat probably doesn't really care. I'm going through a legal name change right now, but my name's still on my license and my social security stuff's still Ahmad. So just in case I did win cash prizes, I didn't want to confuse or interfere with.
That makes more sense.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, better safe than sorry at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's we're in a really difficult situation.
Yeah, well, it's a super easy matchup, honestly. I mean, sadly, I lost to Night March in round 4 because I drew like a garbage player. I just played bad. But the deck's a lot of fun. I definitely don't regret my deck choice.
See, this is what I love. Okay, when you have two players that aren't so serious that they can't do things like high five when someone draws 7 off of a 0-card hand.
Yeah, for sure.
When I see stuff like that, when I hear the click of their hands, it's just good sportsmanship. Always great.
Yeah, I mean that's what's great about Pokemon. Pokemon's the first competitive game that I've ever competed at in terms of tournaments, and I played sports growing up and stuff, And that's the one thing I really liked about it was the community was so open. Every time I go to a big regionals event, I meet at least 3 to 5 people that I become really good friends with, and I start hanging out with the next time I see them at a tournament and stuff. It's really cool.
Looks like Kale's going for Rebirth. He hit the second one, missed the first one. but he could only have gotten one, so it sort of worked out for him. And all he has is the Dark, and I believe he should have a Fairy in there. There, okay, yeah, the Fairy is on there.
Oh, he said Aaron played 2 supporters? Which 2 did he play? There's a judge, like, right there.
We had to be able to confirm. 1 second. Quickly. All right, so this is where we stop looking at the chat.
Yeah, it's for you guys.
Yeah. I'm sure whoever did that is having a good laugh.
This matchup. I really haven't said anything. Yeah. So I really do like Rainbow Road. It's a lot of fun.
Definitely.
I think it's a very good deck.
Yeah, it's been doing a lot better at this tournament. Like, I feel like it was played a little bit, like 1 or 2 in a big tournament, you know, back when it first started coming up.
Right, I think Xander played it in Georgia.
Yeah, and then when more people started playing it, it started getting more consistent, more people are working on it, you know?
Yeah. So yeah, what's cool about Rainbow Road is, like, you have a lot of, like, tech attackers while still being a very consistent attacker in Xerneas itself.
Yeah.
Like, you have a lot of, like, techs like Egg and LDO and stuff to help your game. It's basically... I don't want to say it's Mega Ray, because Mega Ray does have... It's the same concept in terms of filling up your bench and attacking.
Yeah, but instead of attacking with EX...
Mega Ray is a little different in terms of, like, Hex Chains and, you know, big EX. But then Rainbow Road's trade-off is you're attacking with a non-EX
that is
attacker.
True.
So, I don't know. I don't want to say which one I think would be better. I personally like Mega Ray more because I've never played Rainbow Road at a tournament. I've played Mega Ray and done well with it, so
yeah,
a little biased, but it has a good Dark matchup, which is very important and expanded. Like,
yeah, it really does.
And it's pretty good across the board.
All right, so we see a Ninja Boy. He has targeted the active Ho-Oh, so he's going to be able to actually take this prize this turn. The match very waging in Kale's favor at this point. And honestly, just looking at it, it seems like if game 3 doesn't go by very fast, they're gonna go to time and they're gonna have to take the tie. Which, you know, isn't the end of the world.
Here comes to, like, I made a mistake earlier of not scooping it soon enough in game 2, and I would have won game 3 because I had board control. And it's a very big problem with a lot of Pokemon players in general. But
see, that was sort of the concern in game 1.
You gotta start wondering here: Does Aaron want to scoop? Like, if he thinks it's winnable, he can continue playing, right? Like, he's a very good Trevenant player.
This is a really, it's actually sort of game changing.
Oh wow, there's energies on the board.
Yeah,
and he's got no abilities.
Yeah.
See, and this is like, I was thinking he should probably scoop and go to game 3, but like I said, he knows his deck better than I do. So
yeah,
he found a way to play. But then, of course,
he does have 3 Ho-Ohs in his discard pile.
Yeah. He's got the Wobbuffet up, so he can't use
that's right.
Yeah. So he would have to get Lysander here, and then be able to Ho-Oh.
Oh, man. He can use his trainers, but I don't think his hand is that big.
Yeah, he's got like 1 or 2 hand size. He's probably low on VS Seekers, low on Lysanders.
Definitely. With the discard pile that big at this point.
Take another drink, boys.
With a discard pile that big, he doesn't have that many resources left.
Yeah, so this is really interesting because Aaron's only got 2 prizes left, and there's plenty of Pokemon there that are like within 1-shot range with his Wobbuffet.
Yeah.
Oh,
I see a VS Seeker for
a Sycamore. That's interesting.
Leaving 4 cards in deck.
So he has the Lysander in hand for next turn.
But what he needs is energy. He needs more board presence.
Well, does he have? He's got 1 energy switch in hand.
I'm sort of worried about if he even has the energy left in his deck to be able to attack and then energy switch.
Right. Well, this because he's got the Lysander in hand, so he would Lysander up the Shaman, and then Rebirth and energy switch.
That still wouldn't be knockout. It's only 100.
He needs another Pokemon now? Is he not playing Execute?
Okay, so he would have to attach and then energy switch to be able to attack with Xerneas.
Yeah.
He would have to and then if he were to
I'm saying he needs to set it up for next turn.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Aaron has a knockout. How much damage does Yveltal have? 70. So what's that like?
80. He'd be hitting for 80, so that's still not a knockout.
That's not enough. So Aaron doesn't have a way to get the 2 prizes this turn. So he can Lysander up the Shaman, Rebirth, energy switch, and then he's got to either find another energy to attach or another energy switch if he has one of those. If he has one of those, then he can definitely knock out the Shaman.
Yeah.
So that's his game plan right now. But
and we see the end.
That's the end.
And oh man, that's gonna be so bad for Kale. He really needed those cards in his hand.
Yeah, the energy switch and the Lysander are both cards he needs.
What would have been interesting though is if Aaron had another energy in his hand, he could have attached that Floatstone to the Wobbuffet, and then I guess Russian Retreat. Never mind, that wouldn't have been a very good play. But then he wouldn't have been able to Rebirth. You see what I mean? So he attached the Floatstone to the Wobbuffet and then Sky Return.
Right.
Leaving just the Wobbuffet there. He would have had no chance of being able to knock it out, which gives him another turn with a Shaman in hand.
Yeah, I mean,
how many cards did?
There's a lot of different options.
Oh,
Colress. There's a lot of different options here for Kill, and I haven't been watching this whole game, so I can't really see what he has left and what he doesn't to see why Aaron's making the decisions he's making.
Yeah.
Because maybe he was scared of him having another DCE or something. I don't know if all his DCEs are out. Is he even playing DCEs in this deck, or is he just okay?
And he's played several this game, at least 3, I believe.
So he's got the energy in hand.
Yeah. Skyfield promotes Keldeo.
Yeah, so that way Jolteon doesn't get knocked out.
Yeah.
And then attach.
Dark Energy, possibly. Sort of just sitting on it in his hand. Still can't Rebirth. So
he just has to set up his.
No, wait. How did the Keldeo get active?
He rushed in and he
can't.
Stop being bad, Ryan.
Dude, okay. It does have free retreat. Hey, but
you're throwing me off. Man.
Yeah.
I don't play Jolteon.
I don't either. Card. I don't even own one.
Yeah, because it's $50. You play 2 decks.
I've opened so many generation packs just not to have a Jolteon.
That's because you didn't ask Will Post to be on God and pray over your packs for you. Shout out to Will Post. I know you're watching.
We see Bursting Balloon go on that Wob. Man. And we see the 60 go on the Keldeo. So,
oh wow!
Oh, there's the
game here.
Yeah.
If he doesn't hit 3 tails in a row, he has.
And no. Energy switch.
Okay, yeah. He doesn't even have to Rebirth. He can just attack with the Yveltal.
Yep.
Oh man. They're going to game 3. I don't think they're gonna have enough time to finish game 3.
No, they're not. Unless for some reason one of them dead draws. Only 5 minutes. Oh, 4:30 left in the match. And they're both shuffling as fast as you can because at this point it doesn't really matter. You need to be able to
Aaron
finish
can hope for is getting a turn 1 Trev and somehow getting a tree slam on something or Kale have to start ag.
Yeah,
it just he still has 4 minutes, he could probably get like 4 or 5 turns in. I mean, that's plenty of time to take like a couple knockouts if he has really good board state. Like if Kale just starts something lone and doesn't have any way to get anything else in his... Oh, he started Shaman. It's going to be interesting. Let's see if Aaron can pull this off. He gets a mute. That's not what he wants. He definitely
is that 3 Ultra Balls in Kale's hand? I believe it is.
He definitely wants to start Trevenant here.
Yeah.
He needs to item lock him and just lock him out of the game. I just feel like if he doesn't get item lock, Kale's just going to get a bunch of Pokemon down and it's just going to be back and forth until time's out.
Yeah,
today's
it looks
been
like
exhausting.
Oh, definitely. And you know what? We still have 3 more rounds after this.
I know. I have to play 3 more rounds.
3.
Feels bad, man.
It's already almost 8. Got 3 rounds left.
Yeah. We started pretty late.
A little bit, yeah. And it doesn't look like Aaron is going to be able to get that turn 1.
Alright, he gets the Hoopa. I think since he has a turn of items, it's more plausible that Kale can take 6 prizes than it would be for Aaron to do something. I think Aaron should be playing for its high at this point.
Oh, definitely.
But I think Kale does have the opportunity to win the game. Rainbow Road's very fast, consistent, hits a lot of numbers.
If he's able to take a knockout this turn.
Yeah, right. Like, he's got to take a knockout like every turn. Because he's probably got like maybe 2 to 3 turns, maybe 4. Just depending on how fast they're going.
Definitely.
I think Aaron should just like keep away, put on some fan tubs, like let him hit a bunch of non-EXs so he can take 2 prizes here and there. And he's getting a pretty explosive turn 1 here. He's got an energy in hand.
Rebirth in the discard.
He needs an energy switch. Oh, he's got a computer search.
Oh man. Hopefully he grabs the battle compressor.
I don't think he has any energies in the discard, so he can't rebirth without.
Yeah.
Does he have another Ultra Ball in hand? If not, I probably would have went for this shit. Just knowing, like usually probably not. The battle compressor is probably the right play most of the time, but just with the time crunch he has and how you want to play it a little more loose.
Yeah. But TV has Seekers for Sycamore, so.
Okay. And he gets
Tournament.
He just needs that energy switch.
Grabbing the chorus. It's getting really close. It really just depends on if Aaron can drop a basic.
Yeah. So he's not able to get an attack off.
We see an N.
So they're about to call time for
Yep, just about to call time. You guys will probably hear over the mic.
So there's just no way he's going to be able to get 6 prizes. So this is most likely going to end in a tie.
And there's a Phantom. There's a Wobbuffet. It's a time. Yep, and they